What's up, good people? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Isaac Insights. Thank you so much for your continuous support. And good people, I'm here today. I am making that video, that the most awaited video. By the way, most people always ask that. We always say that a good or a standard 3-bedroom house will cost 3.5 million. Why can't you give us the breakdown? Today I've made that breakdown, and if you don't have a pen, then you are missing a lot. This is the breakdown of a 3-bedroom house, a standard one. When I say a 3-bedroom house, it is a house that has a lounge, dining, and maybe I give the measurements also. Let me just give you the a lounge. The measurement of lounge is 18 by 18. When I say 18 by 18, by the way, I understand most people that always confuse a lot of people. I don't know if you will be comfortable for me to show you that size. I'm in my house today. 18 by 18, that is the measurement of 18 by 18, as you can see. So, but 18 by 18, this is the measurement. So your lounge, this size, yeah, that is the house we are talking about. Then a corridor, obvious in most cases, corridor always measure a width of 5. And then you have, I'm talking about feet, right? And then you have the dining room. A dining room for that house measures 18 by 10 or 12, around there. That is the measurement. And I am attaching this plan so that you can see how the planning of the house is. So the breakdown I'm going to give is a breakdown of most, or let me say 80% of Kenyan, their dream houses is this house. And as you can see on your screen, everyone admires that. If I happen to get that a house, then it will be even my retirement home. For sure, this house will cost you 3.5 million. Now, people ask how. I'm going to give you the breakdown from the beginning up to the end, and then you will be the judge yourself. So I will start with from a house always start from foundation to wall plate. However, also, just to insist this before we diverge into the topic, that the house we are talking about, it's a house that has been built a place where the surface is leveled, right? Let's go. Quotation for a 3-bedroom house. That is from foundation to wall plate. Number 1, cement, you need 150 bags. That is from foundation to wall plate. Number 2, sand, you need 60 tons. 60 tons, we will approximate 1,000 per ton, and it will be 60,000. Now, there can be changes. There will be slight changes when it comes to prices, considering that we have places where they buy sand at a cheaper price, but that does not deviate your the cost of your house from 3.5 to 3 million, because you can imagine, let's say for us, we are buying sand at 60,000, and you, where you are buying at 50,000. It hasn't changed anything big when it comes to construction. Number 3, ballast, we need around 42 tons, which is likely to cost you 84,000. That is if you go the one that we always get from quarry. I understand at a quarry place they always sell it at 1,300, and then there is always transportation cost, because they sell it at 1,300. When you are buying, you need to transport it to your site. So I have approximated 2,000 shillings each. So 84,000 for ballast. Machine cut stones, you need 23 feet, 2,300 feet, which I have calculated with a calculation of 70 per stone, which is going for 161,000. So sorry, I got a call from my subscriber, one of the best. So uh, we were talking about ballast. Ballast 42 tons. I said I estimated at 84,000 because I understand most quarries sell it at 1,300, but transportation cost always push it to around 2,000 shillings each ton. So a total of 84,000. Then machine cut stones we need 2,300. I went with a total of 70 shillings each, which is going to 161,000. And also, I know someone will say that at my place I will buy those stones at 50 shillings. That's up to your side. That's a difference of 20 shillings. Let's calculate 20 shillings times 2,300, total of 26,000. Yes, it's a substantive amount of money, but that will not change that amount from 3.5 to 2.5 because it's only 26,000. The difference is only 26,000. So we also need to accept that is the truth of construction. Then Hardcore, we are going with 7 lorries. Remember, building practice require that you ensure that you use hardcore in your foundation. The reason why we always push for hardcore in your foundation, if you happen to miss, then in case of things like earthquake, also sometimes your house will be too cold kama maji iko mingi chini, but with hardcore it helps you to control that. So our calculation for hardcore, I have given it a fair price of 42,000. 42,000 because if you are using 7 lorries for it to be perfect, 42,000 is the only best amount that we can allocate it because we are assuming each lorry will be going for 6,000. 7 times 6, it will give you around 42,000. Then Maram, you need around 14 tons. The work of Maram is after hardcore has been arranged in your foundation, Maram always come in to ensure that any space that will have been left by the hardcore is filled, so that when we are doing our slab, hakuna matata. Then next we need DPM. For Maram, 14,000 I estimated at 10,000 depending with where you will buy it. But 10,000 is the best approximation. And then DPM, 4 rolls. You need 4 rolls for that house. That will be a fair number, and you will buy it at around 12,800 according to current market price. And the termites, you need 2 liters, 2,500. Hoop iron, you need around 5 rolls, which is advisable. 5 rolls is good for you. Even if it remains, we'll use it for roofing, and you saw it in Busia when we were doing our roofing. Going for 12,500. Foundation stones, you need 1,200 feet. Yes, that is the best number I will tell you. And 1,200 feet, in most cases, you will get these foundation stones. It depends with your place. But I've given it an approximation of 50 shillings each. So total of 54,000. 54,000 shillings. Then after that, you need D10, around 45 pieces. That is the best. That's what we always use, by the way. It will give you 45,000. D8, because each is going for 1,000. I understand. We have places where they sell them even 1,200, 1,300. So it depends. So, and also, one thing that you need to know about construction is that each and every day, there is always a change, a numerous change in construction cost. Yani ile change yenye ni mtu alijenga last year akiambiwa story ya kujenga this year can understand, kwa sababu kila siku materials zinapanda bei, right? I hope we are together. Then the 8, I've approximated a total of 750 each. That's 30 pieces. You need 22,500, best approximation also. And the reason why I always advise that let's use the 8, this house is a strong house. its roof, we are going with tiled series, which will need a lot of frames. And those frames can only be supported by D8. If you miss, then you will start seeing cracks on your house, and don't blame Isaac. Then the next one is ordinary nails. We will need. I have approximated for that part from foundation to wall plate. I've just estimated 1,200 shillings for you to buy the ordinary nails that we will describe then. Then binding wire, we need 10 kgs, which will cost you around 3,000. Round poles, you need 18 pieces. Hiyo ni vitu ya 900. Hiyo ni ya pesa kidogo, but it also depends where you. Round poles are used to support your house during wall plate and ring beam. I mean during ring beam setting. And then 8 by 1, you need 400 feet, which if you buy, you will buy it at 12,000. And then 150, you will buy it at 3750. Please, when it comes to frames, I understand we have those who have trees already. But I'm trying, even if you have your own trees, what is the value of those trees? That is the question that you need to ask yourself. And the value of those trees is what I'm giving you. So if you are building and you have some of this material, by the way, even if you have a hardware, you are on safe side, because you will not buy most of this material. You will take them from your hardware, but at the end of the day, it's you who it's you who will feel like business is tough, yet you made a mistake. If you are doing any business, by the way, maybe let me just advise a young man somewhere. If you are doing any business in Kenya today, zoea kujilipa. Put aside your own salary so that you don't interfere with profit. Have a plan. This when balancing your balance sheet, jiulize mshahara yangu ni pesa ngapi hapa. But ukizoea kwenda kuchukua tu ati ni yako, unaanguka kama mimi nilianza duka, nilianguka hata before ianze. And that is normal, because sikuwa najilipa, nilikuwa nachukua tu. But that's none of our business today here. Yes. Next, roofing stage, you will need ordinary nails. The total amount, by the way, and this one most people don't know, when it comes to roofing, the total cost of roofing nails, that is ordinary nails plus roofing nails, it's always 30,000. That is if you are using tiled series iron sheets. Are we together, good people? Just know that you need to have 30,000 for your nails, because we will need them. Utaendea kwa duka, utaendea wapi, sisi tutataka jua, lakini you need to have 30,000 for your nails. Then valley caps, you need around 22 pieces, 17,600. I'm approximating with the value of 800. I have tried, when it comes to these iron sheets, I have gone with the cheaper side, where other companies, not MRM, because if I go MRM side, it will be expensive, and I don't want people to get scared. But the truth is, if you go to MRM, things will be somehow expensive. Someone asked me a question, give us the difference between orient tile and versatile. Orient tile is one of the best quality of iron sheets in the market, orient tile. And that is why orient tile currently is going for 44.90, and then the other one is 41.40. Versatile. I hope you get that from this video. Next, and I hope you have a biro pen, by the way, and you are writing this down. I want each and every one of us to prepare. This construction is not tough, because I always say that the money that we use per year, if you calculate and say that if I could have sacrificed something, then I could have done something. And another thing about construction is that the moment you start, it always gives you that energy to continue. please stop procrastinating that I will build next year, I will build next year. Nieru ujenge kama mimi hapo. Unaona mimi nilijenga hata ilinishinda nyumba hata haina dining dining iliwekwa na sina hata dining table, but regardless si nitapata tu pesa siku moja na niweke, si ndio? Kwanza hivyo ndio kuko. Hata hapa nilijikaza tu nikaweka viti peke yake. That's construction for you. And you tusiogope, mtu asiwahi kutuogopesha siku yoyote. Then valley caps have valley caps for that house. Oh, I said valley caps. Ridges, you need around 50 pieces, by the way, because most people need this house zenye ziko na makona mingi, not gabled. And when you go that route, ridges huwa zinatumika mingi. Are we together? And those ridges, a total of 50 pieces. If you are buying them at 800 shillings each, then it's a total of 28,000 shillings. Then rubber packets, they are necessary. You need 3,000 shillings for that, for a standard 3-bedroom house. That's a big house, that like the one I showed you when we started this video. Then iron sheets. You need for a good bigger house that has a lounge, veranda, that is a rear porch and front porch, and then dining, and then kitchen, pantry, master and suite, 2-bedroom with common toilet, all those things, right? So there are a number of the iron sheet that you will need. You need 3 meters, you need 80 pieces, and then 25 pieces, 2 meters. So a total will be around 232,000. I have calculated these iron sheets with the calculation of 800 per meter. Most companies always range there. I understand the one of the best companies is going for 1,200, but for this video I have decided that I will not go that route, so that I don't discourage my fellow young people. Then roofing frames, for 2 you need 2,000 feet. 3 2 you need 800 feet. 2 2 you need 2,500 feet. So for these ones I've approximated that you need around 130,000. Are we together? And then another thing that I always say, for this step I will advise that you need at least 200,000 for miscellaneous. Miscellaneous plays a lot of role in construction. That is include feeding fundis for those who are comfortable. By the way, I understand we have other communities in Kenya where feeding fundis is not even part of their menu. But you go to Luya land, for those of us who come from Western Kenya, feeding a fundi ni kitu ya maana sana, because even you don't need to tell them that mafundi watakula nini. Nyinyi mtaona tu chai ndio hiyo. Sasa kama pale mali tuko Busia, Luya tunakula asubuhi chai, saa 7 jioni, because tunalala hadi huko. Sisemi hivyo Claude akate menu, but thank you so much. You know, in life, if you want any man to be productive, then ensure ameshiba. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. Now, the labor quotation for a 3-bedroom house, a standard 3-bedroom house, labor quotation, it is always a good house, the one I'm describing. It always range between 120 and 180,000. However, I always say that 150,000 is the best amount that you as a client you need to prepare with, so that tukiwa tunakuja tunaanzia hapa, and then roof, so we will say 150, and then roof, let's say best quotation for that house and those iron sheets is around 80,000. So if we add together all that, our total will be, plus miscellaneous, that is, our total will be one million 431,250. Are we together? So we are saying, for you to build a skeleton of your house, you need 1.5 million. That is a good 3-bedroom house. Please get me right. I'm talking about a good 3-bedroom house. Mimi sisemi nini 3-roomed house. You know, we also have friends who have built a 3-roomed house and they call it 3-bedroom house. A 3-bedroom house is a house with the two front and rear porch, sitting room, good size, dining, master and suite, kitchen, a good size also, 2 bedrooms measuring around 12 by 12. So wewe yako kama ipime, and your master is supposed to be around 15 by 15. That is it. Yes, next step. After we have built your house up to that point, the next step is always windows. Windows and doors are supposed to be, you need to fit them on your house. A good windows give your house a nice taste, and I will tell you that from experience, because look at that window. That's my first window. The second one is here, big enough, and then on the dining also we have another window there. So with the good windows, it gives your house a good taste. Now, what is the cost of the best windows that you can get? An approximate price, it always go even up to 1 million, but for me, I have just included 120,000, because you give me 120,000 and you need such big windows for your house, for a 3-bedroom house, I will bring them up to your site. Yes, let's continue. After you have we have fitted windows on your house, the next step, oh, please, the 120 does not include grills. Those are windows and doors alone. If you want to add grills, then it will be a different story. Please understand from that point of view. Next, plumbing. You need to do plumbing for your house. For a 3-bedroom house, the best quotation for plumbing, if you are preparing to build a house, ensure that you have 250,000. Why? The 250,000 includes all plumbing in your house plus septic tank. Then electricity, you need around 200,000. It's also essential. Specifically, pointing is supposed to be done. Pipe plumbing is supposed to be done before anything else, before we continue with the plastering. So for electricity, I will say the best approximation is 200,000. That involves lighting and everything. Fitting, lighting, wiring, the pointing, all those. So the best quotation, 200,000. I hope we are together up to there. Then frames. Before we start plastering, I always advise that we need to do the framing of your door, the internal doors. Lazima frames ziekwe. For a 3-bedroom house, you will need around 7 doors, right? That is on your, in fact, 8, but for me, I went with 7, assuming that your pantry will not have a door. But if it will be 8. But just to ensure that I don't also confuse on the calculations that I'm giving you, I've given you 7 doors. So 7 doors, a good door is supposed to be 6'2". However, if you are building a bigger house, like my friend Dev is building a bigger house, the kind of frames that you need, they will cost around 12,000 each, because they will be 8'2". But for this house we are talking about, we are going with 6'2". Those frames, each going for the best price is 4,500. I understand mahogany will get up to 7,000, but that is like for us, we are going with 4,500. So a total cost for frames alone, it will be 31,500. Haven't included labor, and I will tell you just in a few. Oh, I had also forgotten about fisherboard. Fisherboards, they are also necessary, and you need around 15,000. to fit your house with the fisher boards. Fisher boards are very important on your house because they give your, number one, they give your house the beauty that it deserves. Number two, they protect your house from being affected with wind in case the wind arises. Now we will go to plastering. Plastering, the number of cement that we will need for a 3-bedroom house, the best number or the best calculation. I understand you may need even up to 250 bags, but for me, I have included 150 bags. Why 150 bags? There is a lot of work when it comes to plastering. You need to do the infills, ile tunaziba huko juu so that no one can access your house. Number two, you need the kitchen. You need to also ensure that it is well built, the worktop is well done. The pavement around your house, you need cement. What else? Vitu mingi zinataka simiti in the process of plastering your house, including ramps, because we are advising that if you are building a 3-bedroom house, please ensure that your house has a ramp, because no one knows about future. Unaweza zeeka kama hujamanage kujenga nyumba ingine, uanze kusumbua unataka RAM. So it's better uweke RAM, itasaidia wewe ukishazeeka. So we always set that place RAM ikuwe na nini. Why RAM, by the way, someone will ask? Because we always advise that every house is supposed to be raised a little bit, so that in case of even a lot of rains, you are not on number one list to be an affected victim. Sindio? So we are there. We are almost there. Next. So plastering, you need 150 bags, but I understand it will be more. But for my calculation, I just did one or 400 for 150 bags. Then sand, you need 60 tons. You may need more, but that is going for 72,000. And then labor for plastering a house, a good price in the market for a 3-bedroom house is 180,000, considering that. And when you agree with your fund that I will plaster this house with 180,000, you need to consider all factors: the infills, those ramps, the kitchen worktops, the pavement around your house, plastering inside, even doing keys outside. I know that is the price that most fundis will call, or even they can go higher. But for my case, I will say that that's a fair price, so that in case of negotiations, you can reach somewhere. But let's put it at 180,000, so that as you prepare, remember you are preparing. If you are doing it, then that is the time we talk. All right? And ensure that once you pay someone such amount, you ensure mnaelewana ni kazi gani anaenda kufanya, na haifanye kwa hekima na kila kitu. Sawa sawa. After your house has been plastered, and the plastering, by the way, includes screeding. That's why it may go over 180,000. You can see also it's a lot of work. And by the way, let no one cheat you that plastering can be done in 1 week. No, it takes over 1 week. The next, I said here, the total for plastering is coming to 356,400. I said you need to add 60,000 because we have stones that we will be buying. You have stones that we will be buying, and some little things. Hizo mawe utataka ujengee pavement hapo nje, juu ile pavement inafaa itengenezwe vizuri, korogwe, jikoni, the worktop, veranda itengenezwe vizuri, kama ni maua iwekwe vizuri. So you will be buying some of those things. So 60,000, the best to add on that cost, coming to around 416,400. Then after that, your house you will be going on a crucial stage. This crucial stage is called finishing. When it comes to finishing, it's part of construction that is always expensive. Even its cost is always high. So tiles for that house, I will approximate at 120,000. Why am I approximating at 120,000? We will need tiles in your toilet, we need tiles in your sitting room and everywhere on the pavement outside, because the best thing with construction ni ukishamaliza, ukitoka huko si lazima mtu aingie ndani, akiona tu nje anajua hii ni moto. But you are doing it for yourself, not for someone else. So tiles, 120 bags, we are calculating at 1100, though I understand it's at 1250. The size of 40 by 40, which is best for houses. 40 by 40, it is this, that size. That's the normal size that we always use, right? Yeah. Next, sailing and blundering. Sailing and blundering, I will say blundering will cost you around, for a 3-bedroom house, blundering will cost you around 61,300 shillings. If you add its labor and the sailing, it will be around 45,000. So 45,000 for sailing boards, and then blundering you need 61,300. Then labor you need around 50,000. That's just an approximation, good people. It's not the final, but you look at the work, that can be one of the best rates that you have got in the market. Then we'll go at that part where we always say paint, rangi. For rangi, I've approximated 175 material cost, 175,000. Then wardrobes in the house, wardrobe and cabinets, you need around 30. Yes, you need around 30 boards. That's boards that we always use, and each is going for around 3,500. Chipboards, I think they are called that way. So they are going for around 105,000. You need around 105,000 for those boards. Be ready as you prepare. Na hakuna mtu amesema utafanya hii kazi siku moja. Construction is always a journey. It can go even up to 3 years, up to 4 years. Ni wewe tu ujipange na tuifanye pole pole. Then finishing labor cost. Good people, the best pricing, I'll say it's around 300,000. That is for 300,000 for finishing. That is doing the rangi, upake ceiling, waeke ukuta, wakuweke tiles, waeke tiles hadi nje, rangi ipakwe yote. The best approximation is 300,000. That is kama ceiling iligongwa. Kama ceiling haikugongwa, it may go up to 350,000. That is the best finishing, and that is standard finishing. Si ile ya kijana msafi ya interior design. Ile interior design ni mambo ingine. Ile ni expensive kidogo. And I like the guy because he always do a perfect job. Mimi napenda sana. In fact, one day I will look for him and pay house tour ya zile nyumba amefanya, muone kazi yake. He always do a good work. And as young people, we say tu lazima tusapotiane. Sawa sawa. Good people, up to there I say thank you so much. So the total cost of all things, if you are writing down, is coming to 3,379,450 shillings. Remember, I have not added miscellaneous, transport, transactions, what else? Water, all those. So 3.5 is the best amount that you can have in your pocket. Then we start this job. Hata kakibaki kadogo, because I understand when you start construction, kuna tu vitu mingi tunatokea, the plan approval, getting the plan, all those things. So 3.5 million is the best for this 3-bedroom house, a standard 3-bedroom house. When we say 3-bedroom house, hatuongelei nyumba ya room 3. Tunaongelea 3-bedroom house, and I've described it. Up to there, good people, I say thank you so much. Mungu awabariki. Also, let me thank those who continue supporting me kwa +2547909328788. Isaac Ndunde. Mimi nashukuru sana because I've been receiving some cash and I wish mtu akinitumia na niruhusu kumtaja jina, kumpea shout out, then I will. But up to there I say thank you. Mungu awabariki sana, Mungu awabariki familia zenu, na tuendelee kukua pamoja. Asante.